Mike Shanahan joins us. He's an associate professor of politics at the University of Surrey and is currently in Oxfordshire in the UK. Good to see you again, Mark. Let's talk about this case in Georgia and why it's different to the others. How much is Donald Trump going to have to change his approach to that case in Georgia compared to the others?
It is quite different in that it's been brought at state levels. So what you have here are some serious charges. I mean, this is around racketeering. So there is a kind of joint involvement with 18 people indicted in total. And it's not one where he could, even if he was found guilty, pardon himself. And even if there were to be a sympathetic governor, a governor couldn't pardon him easily either, even if he was elected president. And the timing of it is likely to happen right during serious general election campaigning next summer in the United States. So whereas he may be able to delay some of the federal charges, this case is going to dog him right the way through, if he is the GOP, the Republican candidate, right the way through to Election Day.
Whatever happens in the election happens, but has Donald Trump actually destroyed the Republican Party with everything he's done over the past few years? And this is regardless of the election next year.
It was very, very noticeable last night that nobody would stand up and criticize Trump. You got some very fleeting moments from Nikki Haley, from Chris Christie, but they are afraid of Trump, of Trumpism and of the Trump legacy. So whereas prior to Trump, you had a party that was built on policy, that was serious about its politics, it's now fallen in thrall with Trump and now hides behind this almost politics as entertainment, which is what he provides by being the news story just about every day, which the rest of the party has to react to. And because they're terribly worried about losing power individually or as a party across the House and across the Senate, they don't want to go up against that. So you've lost the seriousness of politics, and you have somebody who is a definite threat to democracy, who is now defining what half of American politics is all about.
So do you see the 2024 contest as being possibly a bridge too far for Donald Trump? Because what everybody is saying, that sure, he may win the Republican nomination, but because of these 4 criminal indictments, that it's those swing voters who just won't be able to bring themselves to vote for him. And therefore, if he loses, does the Republican Party reinvent itself and leave space for a party inspired by Trump to become a third major player in US politics?
It's very, very difficult to have a third party in US politics. It may be that the Republican Party, if it loses next year, and don't forget, it's not up against a very strong candidate, but there is no credible opposition to Joe Biden, so he will be the Democrat candidate. If there is a second term of Biden, it might mean the end of Donald Trump as a serious politician. It is unlikely to mean the end of the ultra-conservative, highly partisan, highly polarized American system. The Republicans will have to go away and lick their wounds. They might still have congressional control, but they will have to decide if they want to be a party of division and anger, or if they want to move back to pre-Trump times and be serious about politics. They can't be both. Trump almost certainly is going to be the candidate. It is likely that he'll be brought down by the indictments against him, most likely by the very compelling narrative of the Fulton County case against him. Those people in the middle, and there aren't that many. We have a hyper-polarized system at the moment, but those few people in the middle will still swing the election, and they're not going to plump for Trump.
Mark, thanks so much indeed. You know, I haven't talked to you for a long time. I miss you. Please come back soon. Really appreciate it.
Anytime.